He tried to get me into handcuffs, and I was moving a little bit because I was worried at this point. I didn't know who this was. He never identified himself. And before I knew it, I just started getting hit with a lot of shots.
It's been almost a year now since Michael DeRocca was beaten to a bloody pulp, allegedly by a Toronto police officer while he was being arrested. Now, the physical scars have healed, but the emotional wounds will stay with him forever. We caught up with the 32-year-old Mississauga man at his home today to find out how he's feeling after learning that the charges against him have been dropped and that the police officer in question faces a disciplinary hearing.
It feels pretty good that there could be some justice done, but then again, you're never sure, so hopefully we'll see if there's some real justice.
The cop in question was dressed in plain clothes and driving an unmarked cruiser, and DeRocca maintains to this day that he never did identify himself as an officer.
He came, and when I looked at his face, he looked all aggressive and all mean. He had a really mean face on him, and he looked really aggressive, and he was getting out of the car really aggressively, so I thought I was going to be kidnapped or murdered or something. I didn't know what was going to happen or beat up.
DeRocca ultimately launched a claim with the Office of the Independent Police Review Director, who determined that a charge should be laid, and they referred the case back to Toronto Police Professional Standards.
And he told me to go on my knees. I went on my knees, and I asked him for his badge. He didn't say nothing. He just says, get on your stomach.
Constable David Rybarovic of 14 Division is charged under the Police Services Act with unlawful or unnecessary exercise of authority. He faces a possible fine, suspension, or even dismissal.
And I asked him for his badge again. He goes, I got a gun. So I don't know what that means. So then at that point, I got really scared because I thought, what if this guy's going to murder me or something? And he tried putting me in handcuffs, and he wasn't even reading my rights.
Even as he was being handcuffed, he still wasn't sure who he was dealing with.
You must have been terrified.
I was scared. I thought I was going to be murdered. The way he was hitting me, I thought I was going to be murdered.